With us today, we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
Boom! To try to get a matchup with a gunner. Oh, goes the win! Francis is gunner!
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow. It looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding.
Wow.
It's very rare.
What a finish! Another one.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out?
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to goal. It's a knockout! Oh my It's a knockout!
And it's closing in. Trying to finish it. And it's over.
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Brock is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it!
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Pearson. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
For his opponent to be quicker on the canvas.
Now you're going to get it, Bobby.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch.
Wow. How good is this?
Finish him.
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy or not. That's in the Book of Brawl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
Gotta be very careful.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Sports Betting Show with your hosts, Trigger Joe, Send It 7 Pearson, and the Big Earl. UFC, NFL, if it's on, we're betting on it.
What's up, Trash Talkers? How's it going? Hey, we had a great pre-show. You're gonna hear all about it. We're already calling out George from Vet Radio Syndicate. You are not on our level whatsoever with picks, and you keep challenging people to fights, and you're too big, George.
We do have a heavyweight in your class, George.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's pretty close to the show right as I speak. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Bill can make 265.
Yeah, we'll get after it, but
Fair enough.
So it is what it is. But we have to address a couple things. Now, again, this is our fight show. We love it. We make everybody who watches our show money and gambles, except for like a couple weeks out of the year we've lost. But the last 3 weeks we've nailed at least a 5-teamer, a minimum every week. So make sure you pay attention to the fights. All right. And again, if you don't have money to gamble, don't gamble. All right. Don't be stupid. Anyways, big shout out to our sponsors, 10th Mountain Bourbon, and of course, Zach Farkas with the Veterans Mortgage Source. Go to our website, VeteranTrashTalk.com, and all the links will be there. And here we go. All right. So I'm glad we're going to talk about some fights. because there's a fight going on right now in, Russia and Ukraine. Okay. And guess what, guys? They invaded them like 8 years ago. All right. This is not a new problem. Okay. They have been doing all kinds of stuff. And everybody on this show and everybody on the Trash Talk Hour has towed the line. All right. Has faced bullets. Okay. Not just served and thanked me for my service. Okay. 90% of us have been shot. All right. Or blown up. Okay. You're not going to get us with the emotional, let's pray for everybody. Okay. It's not going to happen. All right. None of us.
I got to change my Facebook profile to a flag.
Right. And you know what? We make funny shirts that help people, talk about shit and make it humorous. Quit being a triggered pansy. All right. All y'all getting triggered over what veteran trash talk or what Gruntwork should do with their money. Okay. Putin is the same way. All right. Putin doesn't like capitalism. Putin's going to tell you what to do with your money. So the more and more you try to stand up for Ukraine, you sound like you support Putin. All right. So just shut the hell up. Okay. You can just keep scrolling. We don't care. Anyway,
how's that for deductive reasoning?
Yeah, that's over, because here in America, here at Veteran Trash Talk and Gruntworks, we like capitalism. All right. And we like to laugh. And guess what? We all got Purple Hearts. So go fuck yourselves. Okay. We don't care. Anyways, I know Dave the Face Man.
Merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, the Dave the Face Man's going to get mad about that, and he's going to be like, "You can't be mean to our fans." Okay, well, Dave, you can shut the fuck up too. Okay. Anyways, so with us we got Trigger Joe Britson, and then I think he lost a point last week. I did.
I bet against Jim Miller. 4. I deserved it.
Yeah, I told you the Bears quarterback was going to win, but
I bet against Jim Miller. I deserved it.
All right, and then we got the champ. The fister who, he can claim to be field artillery, he can claim to be almost infantry. It doesn't matter. He's winning. So he can claim whatever the hell he wants. So we got Bill Send It 7 Pearson. So welcome to the show, guys. And again, get your money out. All right, get your pens out. I got my pen every week because I write down what they say. All right, and then I bet it. And we're transitioning to the point where these guys with their picks are going to have to start making some money on it. I know that's going to bother some of you Putin fans, right? Because why are these guys trying to make money on it and have a living? I don't fucking know. All right. So the whole goal of America is find something you like to do, find a way to get paid for it. Okay. And this is what these guys like to do. And they're freaking good at it. And I make lots of money off them, and I will 100. I don't have to subscribe because I'm on the show too. But if I wasn't on the show, I would fucking subscribe. Hands down. All right. And I would make money just like I do every week with these guys. So, all right, enough of my soapbox. There will be plenty more at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. Trust me. All right. It's coming. But let's get right on to the fights. And a big shout out to, Chris, our producer, Muffin Fingers. He's back from his pool tournament. All right. I heard one of his floaties got popped. But he's helping us out, and we're live, and this is why you get to watch us. So hey, Preston Paris, I see you on there. How's it going? And
a big dog.
So like I said, Dave's on here trying to do damage control on the chat thread right now. So it's okay. So again, it's not the big girl on the chat thread, it's Dave. So he'll be nice to you. So go ahead and comment about whatever you want. And then Kevin Fisher, he's on here. Oh, damn it! I almost forgot to call out the Stone Vet. Okay, so the Stone Vet again. He can't handle our picks. He doesn't want to bet with us. He doesn't want to win. I mean, he's so angry that his wife and his sister's show outperforms him by a large margin. All right. And they just started. So what did he do? He sent a bug. All right. He sent a virus to Castos, and their podcast platform, just like our fight show, went offline yesterday. So we couldn't upload a podcast, but it's back on. All right. We fixed it. Stone Vet. All right. We fixed it. You're going down, buddy. All right. You and your boy, George. Anyways, Season Crazy is killing you all day long. All right. First fight, middleweight fight. All right. It's a good one. And in the spirit of, the Ukrainian situation, crisis, war, invasion, whatever you want to call it, anybody with a name anywhere close to this is going to get some type of military pick from the Big Earl. All right. Remember, don't take my picks. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but we got Petrosian. All right, definitely from Ukraine. All right, 6-1 versus Rodriguez, not from Ukraine. Okay, 11-3. So I'm going to go Petro with a pipeline leg twist in the first round. All right, it's going down. Ukrainian pipeline will survive with a leg twist. So let's start with the champ, Bill. You see Petrosian from Ukraine winning.
First of all, he's from Armenia. So,
yep.
Damn it.
Same area-ish.
I believe his first name spells the first 5 letters of Armenia.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it
Armin?
Oh, I thought that was.
But I'm actually going with Gregory Rodriguez on this one.
No way.
With a TKO. Now, what's scary about this one is it's Petrosian's first real fight in the UFC. His first fight was a TKO in the Contender Series, which is kind of like the AAA of UFC. I think Petrosian is going to be a real problem a year or two from now once he gets the fights under his belt. I think Rodriguez is just not the guy for him to fight for his first fight. So I got Rodriguez TKO. I think he'll probably go late first round or early second round.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, just remember, because I went on my little rant there in the beginning, these guys are going to give you every fight on the main card and then stick around until afterwards because they're going to give you some prelim picks as well. And then they're going to give you their DraftKings sleeper, their locks, and their parlay. So, again, stick around, pay attention, make some money. Joe, what say you on this fight?
Yeah, I like where Bill's leaning with that one. I watched that Contender Series fight, and the one thing about Petrosian that makes this a bad matchup for him is in that Contender Series fight, he got taken down 3 times before he landed that head kick. In the first round, he got taken down 3 times. And if that happens against Rodriguez, it's not going to be so easy to get up. Okay, Rodriguez has a much better ground game. The guy that was pushing him around was also 5'10". Rodriguez is 6'3". Okay, and he's not a soft 6'3". The dude looks like chiseled rock. His ground game is far superior. If I'm his trainer, with the type of striker Petrosian is, I'm saying, okay, as soon as he says, let's get up, run across there. I don't care if you got to bite his ankle, get it to the ground. Because Petrosian is a very lethal striker. And that's where, Bill says in a couple of years when he ups his game, he's got to get a ground game first. Because guys are just going to keep taking him down. And, does Petrosian have a shot to end the fight? Absolutely. He's got great kicks. He's a good boxer. But Rodriguez also has devastating hands. He just doesn't throw a whole lot of kicks. So I like Rodriguez to get it to the ground and submit Petrosian somewhere in the second round. But I think the play on this fight is the under, because if it stands up, Rodriguez has been knocked out before. And if it goes to the ground, I think Rodriguez subs him. So I think the play here is under. I think it's like a -360. So obviously Vegas agrees. But I got Rodriguez by sub in the second.
All right, guys, there you have it on the first fight. Let's move on. And I think we've always praised Dana White's genius, all right, and how during COVID he just bought an island and said, I'll just have my fights here, right?
The only major sport venue to do something like what he's done ever.
Right. And, and whenever there comes success, there comes the haters. All right. So it's just natural. There's so many people that know so much better than you do, even though they didn't start shit. All right. And they never have done anything in their life, but they know they got it. All right. So anyways, I think he knew that Russia was going to invade Ukraine, and he stacked his fight card with all Ukrainian fighters. Because here you got a lightweight. All right. The lightweight fight. You got, what is that? Sarukin? That's Ukrainian. 100%. 17-2 versus Alvarez, not Ukrainian. All right. And 19-2. I was a little struck when I was doing my investigation on this fight about these records, 17-2 and 19-2. And this is one of the early fights. So maybe these guys will talk about that. But I got Sarukin, the Ukrainian, by tank charge javelin submission. All right. First round.
He's actually Russian. So that's kind of like an offense.
He's Ukrainian. All right. So it's fact. I researched it, Bill. So Joe, what say you?
Well, he's standing next to an Armenian flag, so I'm thinking that Dana White got him and Petrosian on the same flight and saved a couple of bucks. That's all I'm thinking, because Sarukin's got an Armenian flag next to him. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the old Dallas Cowboys reference. Remember in the beginning of the season how you and I just could not believe it every time they came out as dogs? I can't believe that Alvarez is a dog here. I think this is a pick-em fight. I think this is a pick'em fight at best. Sarukian is got a phenomenal ground game. But you know what? Alvarez is no slouch on the ground either, and he's much bigger. I mean, huge for this weight class. Like people cannot believe this guy can make 155 because he's so big. He's 6'2.5" or 6'3". Brutal striker, and he is my underdog and my DraftKings sleeper for this card. I'm taking Alvarez. I'm taking Alvarez to win this one by TKO.
Nice. There you have it. All right. So Joe does not support Ukraine, obviously. So Bill, send it 7 Pearson. What do you got on this fight?
I actually hate betting this one.
It's a tough one.
Here's why. A lot of Alvarez is what, Spanish? You think it's from Spain, right?
Yep.
A lot of his submissions come from his back, which is going to be a problem because Sarukin likes to put people on his back the whole time. I think his defense might be a little bit better than Alvarez. I'm going to go with Sarukin on this one. However, do not take my bet on that one. This fight really could go to Alvarez whooping this dude's ass in the first round. I hate this fight betting wise. I'm going to go with Sarukian. I was leaning towards Alvarez a lot throughout the week, but what turned it was Alvarez lets himself go to his back a lot. I think that's going to be a problem with Sarukian. I think Sarukian's wrestling is too much of a problem to just allow yourself to go to your back. I'm going with Sarukian by decision on this one, but I would not be surprised if Alvarez subs this dude and subs him early. So Sarukian by decision.
Very nice. Very nice. So again, pay attention, guys. They said stay away from this one, but if you got to bet it, all right, there's their opinion on it. All right, quick little plug here. Make sure you go to our store, shop.VeteranTrashTalk.com. Unless you're a communist, then don't go to our store. And then go to gruntworksclothing.com. Put in the code VTTGW, get yourself a discount. So go ahead and do that. And again, Ukraine's using our javelins, and I think they're working. Okay, so let's support them and get some of those shirts on and whatever. Who cares, right? Have fun. Next fight. Okay, I don't know who any of these people are. I didn't pick it because T. Young Kim women flyweight fight was 9-4 coming at Kochachara, Kocher at 10-4, and she was a ghost, so I didn't know who she was. I'm not going to pick this one. Bill, what say you?
I hate this fight too. Listen, both these girls suck. Kim's lost 3 of her last 4. Kuchera's lost 4 of her last 6. And they've lost to some of the same people too. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards Kim just because she's a little bit more of the favorite. Kuchera's fought some of the better people. She hasn't beat any of them. She's lost, but I'm leaning towards Kim decision. None of these people have real power. They both kind of suck. This is your go start the grill up fight.
There you go.
It's going to be a long, boring, powerless fight of 2 people who don't even belong on a main card. Why this is on the main card? I think if you're going to put
it's a better fight than Jonathan Martinez.
I would have put if you're going to put a female fight in, put the Nunes fight in there. She's probably
exactly. Girl's got 7 knockouts.
Go with Kim decision, but go fire up the grill. Go on a beer run. This fight's going to be 15 minutes of just horrible boringness.
And before all the sexist people get on here and start saying that, oh, we don't want a women's fight on here, just go watch a few other shows when these guys are excited about a women's fight, because they'll tell you right now if a guy fight or a girl fight sucks. And in 2022, we have to put disclaimers out because all you keyboard warriors are going nuts. All right. So they don't like this fight.
The UFC is a female. So.
Yes. Yeah. So like, let's stop there. All right. Or otherwise I'll just make fun of you even more and you'll get mad and type how you're going to beat me up. And that's cool. Just like George always does. So Joe, what say you on this fight?
God. So, I mean,
that's what I said when I looked at this fight. Oh, God.
9-4-2. Ugh. That's the favorites record. Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Kim decision, but man, the play here is the distance.
Yeah.
These 2 are standing without their makeup being screwed up at the end. I just don't, there's nothing about either one of these fighters that has sparked my interest to follow any of their career. There's at least 3 fights on the prelims that are better. What about Terence McKinney, who won his UFC debut by 7-second knockout? You know, why aren't him and Faraziam on there? I don't get it. But anyways, I got Kim decision, but bet the over in this one because I don't think anyone's getting hurt.
Yeah, do not take this fight money line. Just bet the over. And whoever wins is irrelevant anyway.
All
but
right,
it's going
perfect.
the distance.
Perfect. All right, remember, guys, those of you watching, take your pen out, write this stuff down. That way you don't got to rewatch it. Anyways, we got the next fight, the co-main. It's a middleweight fight, and you got another Ukrainian, Serkinov. Okay,
Another one.
Another
Why
one.
is this on the main card?
Like these 15-7 versus Wellington Turman. All right, so this was an easy one for the Big Earl to pick because nobody named Wellington. All right, belongs anywhere near somebody named Serkinov. Okay,
his nickname's Beef.
Beef. All right, well, I got Serkinov from Ukraine. All right, with a helicopter face chop first round. All right, Joe, what say you?
He's Canadian. That's what I said.
I think he's Latvian.
No. He's Ukrainian. I looked it up.
Yeah, you're not gonna figure it out. I know that.
I saw it on Google.
Oh my God, this one is another one that you could just swap out for anything else on the prelims, and I pretty much wouldn't know the difference.
You hear that, Dana? You hear that?
So
you suck.
Serkinov he's been knocked out 4 times. He's been subbed twice. I mean, he's definitely qualifies as chinny. And I mean, he recently subbed Jimmy Crute. I guess that's a quality win out of Jimmy Crute. Who are you? Because you're driving me freaking nuts.
Didn't we lose money on that guy once?
You're killing
Crute came in like a powerhouse. Now he's just flopping.
Yeah. Comes in like Tarzan, goes out like Jane. I like that he's got the reach along with his grappling, and Wellington Turman. My God, he's as underwhelming as beige paint.
Was it Wellington who beat Napoleon? I don't know. I forgot.
I'm gonna take Serkinov, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Serkinov by decision because the money's good enough to go money line on this one. Either way you bet it. But I don't know if this fight's entering a parlay for me either. But I'm gonna go Serkinov decision based on his experience and the fact that Wellington Turman has never done anything to impress me.
Nope. Nope. But yeah, it's going down. Helicopter face chop. Bill, what say you?
I'm with Joe. You could have switched this fight out with any of the prelim fights. I would have been happy. Both these guys are super chinny. I'm going with Serkinov just because he's a little bit bigger. He's got the longer reach. I think he's got to beat by 20 pounds or something too. I think he's a
Goliath. He's a Goliath for that weight class. That's why I'm leaning with him.
They're both have 0 chins. So I'd almost take the under on this. I think they're going to come hit each other on the chin. One of them is just going to drop because they both have no chin. I would take Serkinov money line with a TKO. It's not going in any of my parlays you'll hear at the end of the show. Both of these guys just suck. So take Serkinov money line. I don't know how to finish with these guys' chins. Joe could be right. Could be a long decision win. But take Serkinov money line.
Yeah, the Stone Vet, he's got the angle that the Big Earl usually takes here on this chat thread. He goes, I don't know, that guy's chest piece looks tough. All right. So again, Wellington, because of what his parents did to him, he had to put tattoos all over him to make himself look
barely
tough.
beat Sam Alvey, who's on like a 9-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey, those of you on the chat thread on BTT, if you're on Gruntworks, we have 2 lives going, actually 3, one on YouTube as well. So if you look at the chat thread, the Stone Vet has a show that he comes out on Wednesdays for us. So go support him. And then his wife, Summer, and Air Force veteran, I believe, sister Brandy. All right. They do Seizing Crazy, which I don't understand anything they say, but a lot of people like it. So they just follow that craziness to get your weekend started. Okay. Let's go to the main event. All right. And this is a serious one. I put a lot of thought into this. All right. And you got another Ukrainian, Makhachev. Okay, so 21-1, all right, versus our boy, all right, Bobby fucking Green, all right, coming in at 29-12, okay, but again, you got to stick with the Ukrainians, so I'm going Makhachev with a Molotov throat punch first round. All right, Bill, what say you?
Not Ukrainian again, but I like where you're going with this.
Ukrainian.
But it's
I don't know where you get your facts.
I mean, the problem with Makhachev is there's no money going money line. Unless you put him in like a really long parlay. Makhachev's going to maul this dude. Bobby Green just fought, was it 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? He's taking this fight last minute because Dos Anjos backed out. So Makhachev agreed to do it at a catch weight. So
I learned what that was last week.
It was Benil Dariush that backed out.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Ukrainian.
Dariush.
Another Ukrainian. He had to go fight the war.
So this is a catchweight fight, which means Makhachev doesn't have the cut either. Makhachev's going to maul him. The money is where Joe and I are going to disagree. As Nick and Chris know from our text line, I got Makhachev with the second round sub. If you want to go super safe on a long parlay, take Makhachev money line. He's definitely going to win this fight. I'm going to go with second round sub.
Nice. The champ has spoken. Joe, are we sticking with Bobby Green? What are we doing here?
No. Don't get confused by the text thread. What I'm saying is where the money's at with me, and it's Makhachev all the way, but where the money's at on FanDuel is there's two ways. One Bill disagrees on, one he will. Okay, Makhachev's what, a -800 right now? -9?
Yeah, it's like 850 and 900 depending on the
so double chance on FanDuel, submission or points, because I do not believe neither one of them are really TKO guys, and Bobby Green's boxing is good enough to not get knocked out. So the double chance money on submission or points on Makhachev is -260. I'll take it. The fight to go the distance is still +270. So I might throw that in one of my parlays in case, hey, who knows, man? Maybe Bobby lands a shot and cuts him. Maybe Bobby's got one or two really brilliant rounds of boxing, and he's got good enough defensive wrestling to keep him off for 2 rounds. Lands a couple of shots. No one's really touched Makhachev up at all. And if Thiago Moises can go 4 rounds with him, I think it's possible Bobby Green can take this fight the distance. It's a long shot. That's why it pays. But I'm going to go ahead and say Makhachev late sub. I'm gonna say even +2.5 is a good bet if you can get it on whatever site you're on. I'm gonna say 3rd round submission. I think Bobby gets out of the first 2.
There you go. All right. So Summer Garcia is impressed with the way we pronounce names, and the Stone Vet said that I practiced before the show. Right. Well, again, if you support Ukraine, then you'll memorize all the Ukrainian names like I did. Okay, that's where that comes from. I mean, do you really support it? Have you changed your profile picture yet? Okay, have you donated money to the war? Okay, like have you donated your tires? Have you put the rubber into the mill and built planes for Ukraine? I don't think so. All right, so I'm doing my part and I'm memorizing their names. Okay, and that's how I'm doing it. Just like the Hollywood people doing their prayers, right, or their poems to Putin. Okay, why don't you go get in line with them clowns? Anyways, all right. As you can see, I'm a little triggered today about this, and it's gonna keep going. All right, and again, Dave will get mad. Dave will tell me to chill. The last thing you tell the big girl to do is chill. All right. If you want the big girl to shut the hell up, then you just leave them alone. Okay. But when you tell me to tone it down, it just goes right up higher. Ain't that right, Joe? Anyways, here we go.
Mainly.
Let's get into the money making part. But how are we going to make money today? And we'll start with Joe. Trigger Joe Britson. All right. If you don't like his page, go to VTT's Trigger Joe and follow him. All right. So what say you with your parlays, your locks, and your DraftKings sleeper?
Yeah, I've had to get creative with this one. I've already said Alvarez is my DraftKings sleeper. My locks are obviously Makhachev, but I like Jonathan Martinez in the prelims also as another lock. And these, honestly, Serkinov and Kim are garbage fights, and Alvarez and Rodriguez are very close fights. So if I want to call it a lock, I'm going to go ahead and say Martinez and Makhachev. But as a parlay goes, I'm going to throw in, even though this dude burned me a couple of weeks ago, and I think he might have got Bill on one parlay also, but Brahimaj, they're giving him a very old, tired, not UFC caliber fight as a kind of a tune-up after a loss, because they must want to market this kid. So I'm going to go ahead and say Brahimaj, and if he screws me again, it's the last time. Martinez. I like Nunez, the female fight on the prelims. This girl's got 7 knockouts. Okay. So we got Brahimaj, Martinez, Nunez, the under in Petrosian Rodriguez, the over in Kim and Cochera, and Makhachev by sub. If you want to be real safe, take Makhachev money line, but it's not going to pay as much.
Okay. Did you say your DraftKings sleeper? Who's going to point up for you?
Alvarez.
Okay. Nice. All right. The champ, Bill. What say you? I know.
We actually had a question on Naylor on Gruntworks asked me for a side bet on the Predators versus the Lightning. I'm actually going to take the underdogs of Predators on that one.
Are there any Ukrainians on any of those teams?
Probably.
Sure there is. Yes, there's probably.
I don't know, but it's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe and I have some of the same picks for these parlays, which is good. Take Martinez. I like Martinez. If put this one at the bottom of your parlay, but if you want to get a long one, go ahead and put Faraz M in there. I'm going to take him to win that one money line. Nunes, she's going to take that money line. Actually, and Nunes is super small, and she actually has the reach advantage in this fight, which is rare for her. So she's definitely teeing that girl up.
By several inches, too, I thought.
Yeah. Take the Kim Kuchera fight. Take the over on that one. That for sure is going to happen. Take Rodriguez. I like him. I'm with Joe. I would actually take the under on that one. Rodriguez is probably going to tee his ass up. And then Makhachev, Joe's right. There's no money taking money line unless you want to go super safe with a long parlay. But if you do, I'm taking him to finish. And then one other one for my DraftKings sleeper is I kind of like Zhu Rong to get you some points on there. I think that fight's going the distance. And I think it's going to be a lot of punches thrown. Problem is Zhu Rong likes to start a little slow, then he picks up as he goes. If you want a cheap DraftKings guy that's going to earn you a bunch of points, take Zhu Rong in the Mohammed. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Take Zhu Rong in his fight for
Bahamondes. I actually heard somebody say it right before the show. I didn't guess on that.
Yeah, you could have asked me. I would have told you.
So I'll go through that one more time. So
Bahamondes.
Yeah,
Makhachev, Rodriguez, Kim over, Nunes, Martinez, and if you want to throw in an extra one, take Faraz M in there.
All right, there you have it. So again, rewind it, watch it. We're on 17 different platforms that we don't know how to use. So just, figure out which one you want to watch, get these picks in and make some money. Like I said, the last 3 weeks in a row, I think 3 weeks ago we hit an 8-fighter. And then 2 weeks ago we hit a 7-fighter and then, or a 6-fighter and then a 5-fighter last week. So remember, save some money to load up. All right. So we do, I do all these guys long parlays. And then, like I said, it's just been a freak occurrence the last 3 weeks that the first fight of the night has not went our way. And then we reloaded the parlays up and then boom. All right. Hit like 6 in a row. So, keep some money on the side and throw these parlays in. And Vegas has big buildings because parlays usually lose. So we're on a streak right now. We're on a hot one. So make sure you bet along with us.
I did poke Vegas with a 13-game NCAA parlay earlier this week. That really happened. Bill and Nick have witnessed.
Yeah, I love it when I hit those like drunk college basketball or NBA bets in the middle of the night.
College basketball is hard to hit. Too.
I know, man. Because the only thing you can bet on is Michigan punching the Wisconsin coach.
I'm betting on like St. Bon. Hey, he had it coming. I'm betting on St. Bonaventure and Quinnipiac and IU, PUI. Like I'm betting on small colleges
Indiana,
that are like heavy
University,
favorites.
Purdue University of Indiana. Like they call themselves a college. They call themselves a college like 9 times in their title just to make
Central
sure. So,
College of Charleston University.
But, yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, we have a great show coming up today at 12 o'clock Mountain Time, so 1400 Eastern Time. We have the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation. All right, so maybe some of you keyboard warriors can come by and tell them what they should do with their money. All right, because obviously you've started a nonprofit that has helped lots of people. So why don't you come on and tell us? But they do. I'm going to lead into a bill closing us out here. They do provide a lot of resources to Gold Star families. So maybe another connection for what Bill's a big part of and that we support. So Bill, close us out with that. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to that. What is it?
You talking about the UFC show? Yeah, next Saturday we got Brandon K is going to come on and challenge the boys at BTT to a UFC Pick'em showdown. So we're ready for the challenge. Brandon K jumped all over it. So he sounds like he's game for it. So Covington Masvidal, that pay-per-view is going to be Brandon K against VTT, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Oh, it's going to be us, hands down. Hands down.
I'm giving a 7-fight parlay that I know.
I don't even know who this Brandon K is, but we'll figure him out. We'll square him up. Make sure you remind me to tag him in some of our posts so I don't forget about it. But all right, Bill, close us out. Who are you working with?
Hey, thanks everyone for watching, but don't forget, go to Gold Star Teen Adventures. It actually takes you some more applications now for some trips coming up this summer. All proceeds goes towards helping Gold Star kids, and they follow them from teenage years all the way up through college to help these guys out, take them on trips, help them get into colleges. Gold Star Teen Adventures. Don't forget about the kids of our fallen.
Yeah, and then just to take the seriousness out of that a little bit, because we're 100% serious about supporting them. And but I mean, we won't give any money to them unless the keyboard warriors tell us to. All right, so like we gotta try to convince them that the money shouldn't go to Ukraine; it should go to.
I have one day a year that I get to pick to do what I want. And last year, I decided to pick Gold Star Teen Adventures. Maybe the keyboard warriors can tell me what I should do on my birthday this year.
Yeah, exactly. So where we are definitely, as VTT grows and has the ability to help more people, then that's what we'll do. But until then, sorry, we don't make that much money, keyboard warriors, but we're working on it. All right, we will see you guys at 1400 Eastern time. Make sure you put all your money that you can bet with these guys. See you next week.